With a spark of ingenuity and a desire to mold a greater Detroit, they each work toward forging a brighter future. He's ready to build where others have torn down. She plants seeds and harvests futures, and she brightens the lives of those who have faced dark times. Join us as we honor the winners of the second annual Detroit 2020 Awards.
Hello, everyone, and welcome to the second annual Detroit 2020 Awards. I'm Ed Fernandez, Vice President and General Manager of WXYZ here in Detroit, and welcome to Broadcast House. This is one of my favorite days of the year, and it's a great day for all of us who are part of the Detroit 2020 team. Now, throughout the year, we're fortunate to be able to meet, work beside, and share with you the stories of very special people who call Detroit home. Today, we'll honor a few of those people who work so hard each and every day to inspire, to unify, and to act. By doing so, we hope to inspire others to act and to bring positive change to our area.
Look around. What do you see? A city on the brink, or one full of promise? Let's face it, things have been better. But where some see the impossible, others seize the opportunity. People coming together, building a vision, and taking action. Now, we may not agree on how to get there, but we will get there together. Detroit 2020 on 7.
Thank you so very much for coming here for our second annual Detroit 2020 Awards.
Yes, we appreciate you all being here. It's a wonderful day. We are honored to be able to shine the spotlight on just a few of the people making a difference in our area, but narrowing the list to 3 winners and 6 other finalists was certainly not an easy task, as I'm sure everyone in this room knows.
We went through actually more than 100 nominations this year from our viewers who told us about the people they had found interesting and inspiring and unique and the ways they used their talents and their passions to move the area forward. Any one of those 100 or so people would have been a fine award recipient, but in the end, we unfortunately had to narrow it down a bit.
Now, one of the criteria was that the work the person did had to support the mission of Detroit 2020. Our colleague Joanne Purton is here now to tell us more exactly about what that really means.
Thank you, both of you. The 3 people that we are honoring today exemplify the true spirit of Detroit 2020. They have commitment, they have passion, and certainly they make all of us proud. But so do the hundreds of other people that we have met on this road to Detroit 2020. They are the men, the women, and the children who join us on our mission to bring positive change to the city of Detroit. Unify, inspire, act. WXYZ's Detroit 2020 is in its 3rd year now of shining a light on positive change in Detroit. We've shared hundreds of stories that could only be told in Southeast Michigan. We showed you the blight, then introduced you to people working to eliminate it. We reported on the crime and the crime fighters. We looked at the challenges facing our schools and told stories of academic success. Each week, we salute a person making a difference. And every year, we honor people you tell us are the best examples of the Detroit 2020 spirit. We speak with the powerful and give a voice to those who wouldn't otherwise be heard. We've talked of race, religion, and the power of diversity. We've torn down, built up, and sown the seeds of change. But that's just the start.
Tear that house down.
We continue to look ahead toward an even better Detroit in the year 2020.
Thank you, Joanne. To build a better Detroit, we must all work together. So we're going to begin tonight with our Unify Award. Our Unify finalists are Brother Al Masha of the Song and Spirit Institute for Peace and Moosin and Mary Muhammad of the Grandmont Rosedale Development Corporation. Now a little bit about the winner of our second annual Detroit 2020 Unify Award, my friend, Gary Wozniak. Here's a little bit more about him. 25 years ago, Gary Wozniak came to Share House, a substance abuse treatment center, as a client. Now the former addict has an office of his own and a dream that he's sharing with the city. Gary has been a gardener, an entrepreneur, an investor, as well as a substance abuser. He's bringing together people from each of those walks of life to improve Detroit and to give other addicts the kind of second chance he got.
This poster board talks about job creation opportunities in the city.
How's he doing it? Through a project called Recovery Park.
Recovery Park's a nonprofit based in the city of Detroit, and we exist to create jobs for people with barriers to employment.
In just a few weeks, construction will begin on this field near Eastern Market. It'll be one of two 30-acre indoor farms. Each will employ about 20 workers to start. The goal is to help the city recover, along with the staff.
People with mental health issues, people with substance abuse recovery issues, people with literacy issues.
When the farms are fully operating, they'll employ 6 people per acre. That means 180 jobs per farm. And there's more.
In probably August or September, we'll be breaking ground on a 100,000 square foot indoor tilapia farm, raising fish indoors. Gary
and Recovery Park will also give new life to the old Shane Ferry Market. What used to be a bustling produce market has been stripped by scrappers and littered by vagrants. But it's not too late to save it.
We plan on putting 60 horses in here, 20 stalls for residents, 20 stalls for the Detroit Mounted Police, and 20 for the Wayne County Sheriff's Office.
Gary was hired by Share House to head up Recovery Park, but for him, this is more than just a job.
I'm a graduate of Share, so I went through their outpatient program in 1987. So it's an opportunity for me as a recovering addict to really give back.
Not just to the recovery community, but to the entire Detroit community.
It would be foolish for me to say that drugs didn't cause a lot of this, because the drug culture did cause a lot of this. It drove people out of the city. So this is an opportunity for recovering people that helped cause some of this, to help fix some of this.
So the plan is to grow mushrooms, nuts, tomatoes, indoor fruit trees, and then process the harvest into food products. Gary has unified hundreds of people around this opportunity.
We've got 125 collaborative partners, 11 universities, 60 nonprofits, 24 for-profit businesses, all levels of government.
But no one is excited about Recovery Park as Gary is.
We've got to keep moving forward. We can't, we've been moving backwards too long.
So Gary, can I get you to come on up here? And Gary, as snazzy as this award is right here, yes, you might even appreciate this a little bit more right here. This right here is a check for $7,000.
Wow. Thank you.
This comes to us from the Scripps Howard Foundation. Of course, that's our parent company here at WXYZ. That money is to help you continue your amazing, fantastic work with Recovery Park. So congratulations on that. And
Thank you very, very
maybe
much.
Next year you can be catering this event here.
Absolutely. Absolutely.
Excellent. I would like you to say a couple words here. Could you please?
Sure. Wow. I did have some notes prepared, but this has really been an amazing journey for me as an insular business person coming into the nonprofit world and actually starting to understand the power of we, and getting together a group of 125 organizations, over 300 people, all working for the same vision to create jobs in the city for people with barriers to employment. And it really couldn't have happened without the tutelage of Dwight Vaughter at Share House, who's the CEO, but it also couldn't have happened without the growing up experience that I had. I brought my 88-year-old mother here with me today. And the two things that she taught me growing up were how to communicate and the power of service to others. And those are two gifts that she's given me that I'll take through the rest of my life. Thank you very much.